Alright, good morning guys. Sunday morning here. Shed's starting to look a little bit like a, well, dumping ground for engines, an engine graveyard. Second block that died from we think the rusted balls or something like that. The new one's going to go in. That's my old cover. Cleaned up my new cover. I was going to use my old cover and my old seals, but on the inside you'll see that there's actually the chain must have jumped a tooth or something and something went south. It's pretty bad in there. So I'm going to use this cover on the replacement engine. But I'm going to wait now for a new timing chain kit because one of these chains has got a mark on it. I'm just not comfortable. I think I'm just getting another kit and use the old new kit as spare parts. I'll put them away somewhere safe. But that's it's going to take a few days to happen because it's going to, post isn't fast around here. We're going to continue on our PIG project. First thing I want to do is get it cranked. We're finding that my bigger battery doesn't actually fit with all the aftermarket gizmo that's going on here. What we're going to do is we're going to jumper lead start this. Make sure that the right one's on the right terminal. That would be fireworky otherwise. Yep. Not that I don't trust Walt, I'm trying to make sure we don't make a mistake today.
Zena, don't even think of it.
Alright. What we might actually do is we might spend today cleaning up some of the wiring, as in we'll get it started to make sure it starts. And then we're going to have a look at all this aftermarket fuses and relays. Take all the front off. And take it back down to standard wiring. That way we can work on removing stuff and then kind of starting from scratch. Sorry, Peter, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just we just want to understand what's going on, because if we have an electrical breakdown on the side of the track, we just won't have any idea what anything is. We won't know. Trying to diagnose this on the side of a truck is hard. So it's better if we have a good understanding of how electricals work from our home. And then we can go from there. What the hell's happening here? There's a bit of a wave going on there with the condenser top. Alright, she's got some power. Give her a turn over here. I see smoke appearing from where the jumper cables are. Is it arcing in there? See?
Huh?
That's a good battery. Why is that? Hold up, jumper cables must not be connected properly.
There's lots of ticking and stuff going on over there. Not enough cranking amps in
That's
there?
a good battery. I just don't know if it's going to...
Has it got enough cold cranking amps to crank this sucker?
That's hot though. Feel that.
Well,
Whose jumper leads are these?
was.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
That's badly...
That's his recharge battery, that's red.
No, it's because Walt's been tipping it. It was green not too long ago.
Yeah.
These are not good jumpers, dude. Feel that. I haven't cranked that long. The red one probably won't be as hot. Black one's way too hot. Want to see me melt the wires? Okay. Feel it. It's getting hot.
Hey, it's smoking. She's smoking.
How hot's the wire? Come over here. That's what you call cheap jumper leads. Don't buy crap like that.
I didn't buy them.
That's probably the problem.
Well, she runs.
One of the things we should check, because this actually had a leaking radiator, so I don't know if we should be running it.
Yeah.
Water in there?
Water in
Yeah, so I think it only leaks under pressure.
It looks clear though.
Yeah, it's
What,
water.
what do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no watery.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, well, we're going to get started, guys. So, we will get a Sunday morning start. To get the radiator changed, we've got a spare one here we've got from Warren. Get it drivable. It's on its safe size tyres now. And then, as long as it starts, idles and moves, we pick D and it goes forward, not backwards, or make a crunching noise, we get a permit for it, and then we eventually have a countdown of 30 days to get pig on the road.
Last bolt's out. Okay, bars off. Jeez, it's quite a heavy bar.
Yeah, we've cut a lot of the wiring out. I worked out which one's powering the passive and hot gas. Computer lines, worked out a few things that it might be needed. We may have lost headlights. From what I understand, he had ballasts for the lights. It looks like he might have upgraded the globes or something along the way. So I'm going to restore the lights back to standard because that's what Wall wants.
I'm happy with just standard LEDs.
Yeah, so I don't think you need HIDs. I'll put standard LEDs back in this. I'm just not sure how the wiring works. I'm going to have to pull things out and do some tracing and signal testing. For now, this car may not have headlights, so I work that out, but that's all right. And then, I mean, this looks a lot cleaner here already. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Heaps less wires than it looked before, so see how we go getting. Because you can get these 70 batteries in these standard. You should be able to. And it's a cheap, easy upgrade. Be careful what wiring you cut off.
I haven't cut anything. I'm only disconnecting them at the...
So, look, the battery fits in, told ya. So the 70s fit in, no worries. Without any modification. It's just not when you got lots of wiring in there. This car might crank now after I've cut all these wires. We'll see. My ideal plan was, normally with cars like this where you don't know about the wiring schematics, with the aftermarket stuff, I always start the car, make sure everything works, work out what does and doesn't work, then I start pulling cables. And when something doesn't work suddenly, we can work from there and figure out what we've done. But in this case, we couldn't do it because we just couldn't get a battery in here. We didn't have any smaller batteries. Pretty much every car here has a big battery, I think. Every car. All right, well, battery's in. We've removed all the aftermarket light wiring. At the same time, though, I may have also, I think the headlights now won't work. Like, in fact, I'm pretty sure they won't work. I'm gonna have to find out under there where the standard wiring comes out and plug into normal globes because Wall doesn't want these. He wants just normal LEDs. It's just easier for maintenance and if something goes wrong, how to fix it.
Well, look, to be honest, we can, once we're done here, we can take the front off, take the headlights out and trace it back that way.
I'm not going to do that today. The car will be on a permit, so you're only supposed to drive it during daylight hours anyway.
There's a nice blue car in there.
Now let's see if it starts better.
There's a nice blue car in there with headlights.
$2 jumper cables. Yep, that's concern.
What's the concern?
I'm not sure just yet. That's saying low voltage. But
Yeah, that sounds like low voltage.
It really shouldn't be low voltage.
We did use it to start the car before.
No, it should still. I refuse to believe that that's the problem.
Would the leads reach from here to there?
Now, let me just see.
Smoking.
Wheels are smoking.
Positive.
Hey, it idles now. Well, this might need cleaning up. Probably. Running. Oh, radio's out.
What's a mission and a half?
What's a mission and a half? It's a lot of stuff here that's like the cooler here. I think this is aftermarket. That's huge. We have to undo that. And there's no clearance here. I might put it to walls that I might rerun these underneath it. Or around through the loop somewhere. I can see why you would put over the top though.
That's one tired, man.
Alright guys, about an hour on. Yeah, it shouldn't take it this long, but we've run into a few problems. Got the second radiator in. That is the old radiator, which we've seen that the trans lines have been bypassed. And we think water might have been leaking out of there. So you see all the rust. Probably internally where the two cooling lines meet. Maybe they've corroded or it's corroded from this side and it's gone through, who knows. It's alloy, so it shouldn't have in theory. Now, I know everyone's probably going to shed crap on this, but I have put in a second-hand radiator. It isn't a second-hand OE, it's a second-hand ADRAD unit. Now, I'm going to be pretty transparent about this. PIG was a very unsure project. So we bought the car not knowing what we were going to be buying, how much money we're going to be spending on it, no real plan with it. So the objective now is to spend the least amount of money getting, I don't like the sound of that, spending the least amount of money getting this car roadworthy. So we're using, like it's been pressure tested, it's all good, we've tested all that. The idea is, to spend the least amount of money, you get it on the road registered. And then we're going to see how much money we actually want to spend getting this kind of off-road spec. Lifted already, ready to go off-road, really, once it's registered. We're just going to find small things, I think, here and there that we're going to need to do on it. We got replacement flares inside, so the arches don't look so wide since we've taken off the bigger tyres temporarily. And we found a few things like auxiliary trans oil coolers and stuff lines that are running in weird spots. These are running over the top. I'm actually saying to Wall what we should do, cut a hole through some plastic under here and run them under and around here. So they're not running over the top. You can clean up all this wiring here. I'm a bit of an auto elec myself, so all this wiring can be all completely tidied up, so it'll go back and we'll tag everything like I've done in my car. But it should be good. Should be good. Probably if we can get it started and running today properly with no coolant leaks, I'll get a permit for it. And then we have 28 days from today then to get this registered. And that's going to be the countdown objective. Give her a start. No engine lights, just very low fuel. Oh, we've got a check engine light. So there we go. We just got a check engine light come up. I don't know what that's about, so let's have a look. Take this unit out. Is the MAF connected? Yeah, that explains why I got an engine light. Can you connect the MAF? So there you go, guys. After working on the car straight away, it's something you just forget. Like, you can't even see it. I don't know, I know you guys can't see Wall right now, but he's looking for where it is underneath because he doesn't even know where it's gone. That it's a basic error. MAF airflow sensor is... There's two apparently. I've cleared that now, so we'll wait for Wall to connect it and then we'll give it a turn over again and make sure we don't get another fault. Starting. Just very low fuel. Yeah, looks good, no errors.
I can't get my hand in there.
I'm going to go organise another permit now that we're going to get this going on the road. So I'll be back, guys, and we'll be on the road very shortly. First test run.
It was also right. I think we just need a little bit of silicone.
And just like that, I've produced a permit.
No leaks so far. This thing's hot in here.
Yeah, no leaks so far. It was leaking down here last time, so it's drip. So as long as it's not leaking here, then we'll move. Maybe a windscreen wipe. Yeah. Oh, if there's any water in there.
There's no water in there.
Yeah, clean that up the side. Yeah.
We're running not even at 2 grand.
That's why I reckon it's the bolt on that's seizing up.
That's temperature.
Pulling up engine data.
Sitting about just under half on this thing. I don't know what half is on this thing.
Alright.
Interesting.
97 degrees. Yeah, cooling's good. The only thing with the squealing thing I'm more worried about is the belt. The belt might come off, so we just have to check that.
Is that the wheel screw?
No,
Power steering pump?
could be the power steering pump. That could be a clue. You're turning and it's making the noise.
Could very well be the power steering pump.
So me looking at this, guys, is really pointless because I actually don't know anything about how the LS engine, like what the normal parameters are. So I couldn't, looking through these things, I may not even know.
If you know if it's up at 100,
issue.
110
Yeah.
degrees, it's probably.
The only good thing is, yeah, the coolant temperature monitoring really helps. That's an airbag. That's fine. What's that noise? Probably look at that. Pull over and look at that. Don't drive too far.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Yeah, you have something dragging. Let's pretend we forgot to do something with UHF antenna. On the plus side, there's no water down here. I have a way to do something about this. Yeah, that's gonna have to do. No water under there, that's a good sign. Continue. Yeah, no, it's unfortunately, the Viden's good, but it doesn't go, oh, you've forgotten your UHF cable, you idiot.
Yeah, fix this door too.
Wait, not close properly. Even if you slam it. Yeah, that's concerning.
Car. Skoda.
Yeah, there's 42 kPa in the AC system.
So it's pressurised.
It's pressuring.
This has got no gas.
No gas.
So it is.
Alright, I'll go talk to this guy because he's probably not going to let you fuel up without something happening here.
What am I putting in first? Fuel?
I'm just robbing you. I'm just going to give him 100 in cash to hold on to, and then we'll pay on a fuel card.
I'll just give me back my 100 in cash.
Huh?
I'm going to give me back my 100 in cash. I have plans for that.
Do you have a license, mate?
It's on with cash.
Oh, I'll give you my license.
Yeah. I told mate that all those got allowed. Am I chucking it?
No, that's fine. I know you. No worries. It's fine. You come in. You tell me it's fine. I was going to give you 200 because I'm like, oh wait, I could probably fill up. There's yours. He's like, I know you guys. I know the servo, sometimes they freak out. You come in with a car with no number plates, Commodore. They're like, here comes another runner. We are from after all from the town of Frankston.
Oh, he's just like, no, I know you boys.
No, he goes, I know you. You come in, you tell me it's fine.
This one wasn't designed to carry lots of cash. I wonder if I can't pull up in a way that I can get both.
Keep turning up. Yeah. You're trying to get it exactly, aren't you? Why?
40 litres.
Alright, roll up forward and get some gas in her. Maybe it has a starter problem as well. Turn it, open the bonnet for a second. Maybe it also has a starter issue. All the stuff we love finding on cars, new cars, huh? Don't start it for a sec. Try now. Again. Is that on idle? Can you idle? Might have a grounding issue somewhere. Bring it forward a little bit. Yeah. Huh? Can you pop the bonnet again for us? You put some gas in there, I'll suss out what's going on down here. I reckon these terminals, guys, are not quite hot. I reckon that'll be right. I reckon it's a battery connector issue. It just needs a nice sand down. Should be right. Get some gas in there. I could never get a fill when I first drove it before we got everything off it, and I thought I was doing something wrong, but so take it to a gas place for that?
Probably have to, yeah.
Yeah, we'll take it to a gas place.
Rather than find the end.
It's weird, it doesn't like to idle after a bad start. I reckon a power steering pump. Try not to turn too much, we don't want to blow the power steering pump while we're...
Get a new set from, what's the name?
Yeah, Uniwiper. Can you send us another pair, please?
Give me a rear one for my car.
Harry?
While you're at it.
Thanks, Harry.
Yeah, give me a rear one for my car while you're at it.
And a rear one for this car as well?
No, for the Skoda.
A rear one for Skoda as well.
The rear one for the Skoda.
Just pick any Skoda brand, it should be fine. They must be all universal. Europeans, they're smart. They wouldn't have a different
very
wiper.
low fuel.
Very low fuel with 40 litres in it, I hardly doubt that.
Brakes a little
It's crazy how...
spongy.
That's one thing, is why I do a brake bleed on V8s.
It's a bit of control on that.
No, it has brake bleed function, but this will not do it. We don't know what's why it doesn't do it. We're working on a couple of... For everything else, it works fine. Just will not do a service brake bleed.
On the V8 models.
On the V8 models. But otherwise, it's a good unit, guys. You should go get it. Link in the description if you're interested in buying one of these. I think there's a discount code there. I'll try and negotiate one for you guys before the video goes up. But yeah, so if you go to the bottom of the video description now and the link is there, there'll also be a code, hopefully. So far, so good. We haven't done anything major with this car.
So minor stuff, bolt-ons. Look at that car.
Give it a bit more.
Where I've done before then. Squealing didn't start for free. Did not sound good though.
No, it didn't sound good at all. Don't give it too much more boot. Best to get that.
Sounds so nice. Though.
Till you hear
I love the minute. I didn't like that. It sounded nice when it took off though.
It's got pacemakers on it.
Well, plus at least when Pig's out doing a track, you'll hear it coming.
With the squealing or the V8?
Well, hopefully the squealing's gone by then, but hopefully it should be just the V8. The pacemaker.
Yeah, look, all the readings that make sense to me seem to be good, temperature wise.
How much torque did we hit there?
Hang on. So many sensors. Just trying to get to it. You're 475 or whatever it has.
That wasn't boosted to full though. Like that only went up. Oh, that's so bad. Back then. Drive in.
Drive it in. I can hear the power steering. It doesn't sound it, maybe.
Doesn't feel it. We just left the shit open and the dog's out. We didn't think about it.
And she's still there. Well, that's impressive. We left the shed, but Zena's still inside. She could have just ran off at any time in the last 15, 20 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
Kudos for our dog. Alright. Well, she drives now. And she's not leaking water. So radiator, give us a nice little pump.